Hi, everybody. This is Crypto Rich, working with you to get rich with crypto, filling our pockets with crypto profits. I have with me Dan. He is from Exidio. This is associated. They are launching the Sentinel, DVPN protocol and decentralized VPN. They are members. Sentinel is part of the BPSAA, and what it offers is a decentralized VPN that can't be taken down, has no single point of failure, and also allows people to earn money by renting out their bandwidth or becoming a validator. We'll be getting an update on what's happening with DVPN. This could be a great passive income opportunity. Earn Bitcoin and Ethereum this way. Set up a free account with the Solar Oil Project using my affiliate link in the description below. Purchase and stake SOAX tokens at 10 cents each. Earn rewards in SOPX tokens with each SOPX token pegged to the price of 1 barrel of oil. You can hold your SOPX tokens, you can sell your SOPX tokens, or through the magic of compounding, you can dramatically increase your income. Play around with the restaking calculator on the website. Use my affiliate link in the description below to find out more. Hey, Dan, thank you so much for making yourself available.
Awesome. Thanks a lot, Rich. Happy Friday, man.
Yeah, happy Friday to you. And just for people to acknowledge, you're moving into a new apartment. It's a little bit echoey. We did try another room, but the Wi-Fi kept dropping. So so just please allow for the echoiness. And once he gets some furniture and carpets and things, then we won't have that.
And actually a toilet. I'm in my landlord's apartment right now until they finish my apartment.
Right. So. Okay. Well, thank you for your landlord for giving you somewhere to be until then, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, do you want to say a little bit about your role, where you're at, and then we'll start going, because we got some really, really exciting updates about the project and what's happening.
Cool. Thanks, Rich. Yeah, I know some of you might have seen me on your channel before, but for those that haven't, I'm the CEO of Exidio. Exidio is a software development arm building on the Sentinel network. So Sentinel is a peer-to-peer network, as you mentioned earlier, where people can offer bandwidth to the network, or people can connect to that bandwidth pool to be able to route their traffic through different IP addresses in the forms of VPN. And that peer-to-peer network is continually evolving and is getting upgraded on Cosmos, and we'll get into that. But I'm leading Exidio, and we're the software development arm helping companies to build on the network. So, Rich, if you want to launch your own VPN project and you want to build it on a decentralized network instead of owning all of the servers and being a single point of failure, you can build it on Sentinel. And then if you want to build it on Sentinel, you can work with Exidio. We'll help you get integrated onto the network. We can also help you with some of the front-end development and the technical features if you need that help as well.
Okay, great. Well, one of the things that you need to do then is to do some sort of push button GUI, simple little click to set up my VPN, because otherwise it ain't happening. So once you do that, right? But I spoke to you offline. I recently did a video about Sentinel, and I have a complaint about Sentinel. I've already told you this before we started recording. I'm going to say it again because I want it on camera. So my complaint about Sentinel is you have far too much going on for me to keep up with. So could you please just slow down? I mean, if people take a look at the Medium blog, every few days there's something new, some new development. And I know in this video, we're going to talk about stuff that isn't even on your Medium blog yet. So just slow down, please.
No, we're going to keep pushing the pace. The goal is to have 10,000 nodes active, offering bandwidth to the network, and 1 million users on the network. And then when we reach that goal, then you just need to put a 0 behind each of those numbers.
Oh, wow. And how many nodes do you have currently?
There's around 550, but we're going to be having a huge opportunity to incentivize node hosts. It's going to be coming up, a special program, and that should really kickstart node hosts offering bandwidth on our mainnet.
Okay.
And that's on the node host side. And then on the user side, there's over 300,000 different sessions from individual devices that have been connected to our network. So 300,000 users that are using the application around the globe.
That's extraordinary. And that is going up over time. And then once you ramp up your marketing efforts, it's going to go up even quicker. And as governments get more and more authoritarian and repressive, they're going to discover the DVPN protocol. Okay, well, shall we start with what you said about the nodes? You're setting up a new system for them to earn income. Is that right?
Yeah. So the Sentinel DVPN protocol is built on Cosmos. And so on the Cosmos blockchain, Sentinel recently went live on Cosmos less than 2 months ago, the end of April. And with that transition from the Ethereum testnet to the mainnet on Cosmos, that was our mainnet 1. And now our mainnet 2 will be launching at the end of this month. There's a governance proposal already in place. And so if that gets passed and Sentinel goes live on the inter-blockchain communications layer, the IBC layer of Cosmos, in doing that, we're also having a opportunity for individuals when we go on to mainnet 2 to offer their bandwidth to the network. And there's a special amount of DVPN tokens that are allocated from the SNT Foundation for individuals that want to offer bandwidth to the network. So not only would you be earning the normal type of income for offering bandwidth and receiving that for revenue for offering the bandwidth, but there's a special program and short period where we're going to offer even greater incentives for individuals that want to offer bandwidth to the network. So stay tuned. There's an announcement coming about that.
Okay, very good. Stay tuned for that, right? So subscribe and join the Telegram group and all that other things so you can keep up to date. Okay, it's kind of breathless. Now, so there's, for a limited period, in addition to the regular revenue that providing bandwidth provides, you're going to have a bonus incentive. And is this to encourage people to become nodes, to ramp it up quickly?
Exactly. So encouraging people to become nodes on the Sentinel mainnet. So a lot of people are running nodes previously on the Sentinel testnet on Ethereum. And to bring those nodes over to mainnet and to encourage a lot more people to explore what it's like to offer bandwidth to a network and be able to take advantage of an excess resource that you're probably not using anyway and generate passive income. We want to have people have that experience, incentivize that, and really grow this initial node set so that people can try it out and understand what it's like. And yeah, I think that this is a really cool opportunity. And it's something that bridges the gap from the crypto and blockchain world to really everyday use case. People have bandwidth, they're looking for VPN access. And now we can help grow this network and make it more robust for everyone.
Okay. Now, is it easy for anybody to set up a node? Could I set up a node, from my domestic laptop?
So there's very straightforward information. You need to set up a Docker image. It's really easy to download and configure. There's the website docs.sentinel.co, docs.sentinel.co, and it walks you through each step to set up a node. And we'll also be putting out an explainer video to make it as seamless as possible.
Okay, and it doesn't require any special equipment, just do it off my laptop?
No, you need a laptop with the minimum hardware and software requirements, but any laptop in the last couple of years that's a decent laptop will meet those. You can also run it off of a Raspberry Pi.
Wow, okay, and then I suppose for people who don't know, as the DVPN network expands, and expands, then there's the revenue you get from renting out or sharing your bandwidth. There's the bonus revenue you're talking about. There's the revenue from staking. And then there's the revenue share from all the white labeling, the businesses that white label the DVPN protocol as well.
Correct. And that revenue share is for token holders that are staking the token.
Right. Okay. You get
double incentive. There's double revenue incentive to stake and to hold the token and stake in the token and secure the security of the network.
Right. Okay. Good. But you can run a node and you can also stake the tokens. So you can
Correct.
Okay. All right. That's really, really exciting. Any idea when that's going to roll out?
The extra bonus program for individuals to offer bandwidth as nodes should be happening in the next 2 weeks. So very soon here. And it'll depend when we put this video out. Today's the 14th of Friday. So if it comes out next week sometime, then it'll be probably a week away.
Right. All right. Thank you for that, Dan. Now, the other thing that's happening is there's a vote going on. Can you talk?
Yeah, there's on-chain proposals. So right now, the Sentinel network is running a testnet for the mainnet 2 for launching on IBC. And so far, the testnet has been going very smoothly. And there's been interchain transfers between the Sentinel chain and other Cosmos-based chains that are also on their IBC testnet. And the security has been flawless thus far. And so there'll be continual testing of IBC, and that voting will go on through the 26th of this month. And then if it passes, then Sentinel blockchain will go live on the inter-blockchain communications layer on the 29th of this month. So 2 weeks from Saturday.
Wow. Okay. And that'll be like mainnet 2. It goes live.
Correct.
Wow. Okay. And then what is it that people are voting on? They're voting on whether it's a smooth process or not?
Or if the Sentinel network should, in fact, launch mainnet 2.
Okay. And any indication of where the vote is going, or will we not know till the end?
There have been votes thus far, and it's like over 99% yes. But there are plenty of validators that still have opportunity to vote. So everyone that's holding tokens and staking tokens can participate in the on-chain governance, and we encourage everyone to do that.
All right. And if people wanted to find out more, like what's the value of doing it or not doing it? If you want to see the Sentinel network grow and succeed, and you want to take part in
encouraging that, then we fully encourage everyone that's holding and staking tokens to partake in the on-chain governance. And you can either generate your own proposal, and you can also vote on the ongoing proposals. So for Sentinel to continue to develop and be able to be interoperable with other blockchains and improve payment gateways for individuals that want to get access to the network when it's a paid network, it's going to be far better to be able to do that with the inter-blockchain communications layer.
Right. Okay. Very good. All right.
So voice your opinion by voting.
Yes. All right. And then people who are nodes can vote, and people who are staking can vote. And I've just realized I haven't voted yet, so I need to make sure I do that because I'm staking DVPN tokens. All right. Now,
I'm glad to hear that. I know it was taking a while for you.
That's right. It's finally happened. And I tell you, it's really, really easy and good. It's really, really easy and good. My wallet's offline most of the time. I come online every day and then claim. And I think it's something like 53% APY currently.
Yeah, 49%. But then you can, it's closer to 60% after you're compounding your staking rewards.
Yeah. Very, very good. Very nice APY. So Dan, my understanding of a VPN, how it works, right, whether it's centralized or decentralized, is traffic going in and out of my computer gets encrypted, and then it's hopped from one server to another, from one node to another, or whatever, right? So you can't even see the pathway. Now, with a centralized server, they use their server locations for it to hop and hop and hop, right? With a DVPN, it's the different nodes. My laptop to your laptop to somebody else's laptop, or whatever they got, right? And it's encrypted all the way so you can't follow it. Now, if I'm renting out bandwidth and then I end up transmitting material that is illegal or undesirable according to the jurisdiction that I'm in, can that be exposed at the ends? Am I responsible for the material that goes on the bandwidth that I loan out?
Sure. So I think you asked two important and distinct questions, right? You said, can that be exposed? And then you said, am I responsible? So I couldn't make a phone call to you, Rich, right, unless I had your phone number.
Yes.
Otherwise, how would I call you? How would I call you? It's the same concept, right? So in a network, you still need to have the exit node and the IP address. So that metadata that is trafficked through the exit node is able to be tracked. And so if like a government official were to say to someone that's offering their bandwidth, we'd like to see the history of on the node or what's going on. You simply comply, and they were able to get that information. But then the second question you asked is, am I responsible? And the answer is no. There's been legal precedent that's been set that being a part of a distributed network and being a part of a relay network, a node in that network is not responsible for the traffic that is trafficked across that network. And actually, we've started an alliance, the DVPN Alliance. And you can see there's legal lease and information around running exit nodes in a distributed network, and kind of what your legal rights are and kind of what the best practices are. But no, all you need to display is that you're a part of a distributed network, and then you're not legally liable for the traffic that's transmitted out of the exit node. And then one other thing I'd like to mention is that as Sentinel builds out a relay network, there are going to be two types of nodes. There are exit nodes, and then there are relay nodes or runner nodes. And one could decide to only be a part of a relay node or a runner node, and so wouldn't be the exit node. And those nodes would not have the metadata of the content because it's hopped from one hop to the other. It's only exposed at the exit node. So you can decide to only be a relay node or a runner node and then not have the same amount of implications, or you can decide to be an exit node and then you still have legal precedent that's been set that you're not liable. But it would be smart to comply with any regulatory body that might try to ask you for more information.
Okay, great. All right. Listen, thank you very much for that. And then the other thing that you're doing, you're going to be upgrading the applications, the iOS and Android apps and the desktop apps. Why?
Yeah, so you're complaining, Rick, about a lot of updates. Well, you're going to have to keep complaining because we're going to keep pushing the pace. So Exidio, the company building on the Sentinel network, we have our own applications. We have the Sentinel DVPN, and we're working on overhauling the Sentinel DVPN both on iOS and on Android. And we're overhauling. Right now, we've put out the Sentinel V3 wallet, but we're going to be upgrading that application and also making it a full application for VPN access. So yeah, complete overhaul of those applications. And when we complete those overhauls, they will be running on upgraded open VPN protocols. So we'll be implementing WireGuard, and we'll also be implementing V2 Ray. So some of the kind of state-of-the-art and kind of most advanced open source VPN protocols to be able to have nodes route their traffic.
Okay, and that's WireGuard and the other one, VPAA?
V2 Ray.
V2 Ray. Okay, so for people who don't know, what are those? I know you've told me them before, but it's all technical to me.
Yeah. So there are protocols which are best-in-class protocols for open source VPN. So there's OpenVPN, there's WireGuard, there's V2 Ray, there's SOCKS 5, there's IKEv2. These are all protocols from open source development on for open source VPN. And our nodes will be offering their nodes via WireGuard and V2 Ray on the V3 client on desktop, and also the nodes for Android and iOS. Okay. So it's an upgrade of the open source protocol, which makes it more robust and a little more resilient. They are able to pass different firewalls, and they're known for state-of-the-art security.
Okay, very good, thank you. And then my understanding of a VPN, how it works, right, whether it's centralized or decentralized, is traffic going in and out of my computer gets encrypted, and then it's hopped from one server to another, from one node to another, or whatever, right? So you can't even see the pathway. Now, with a centralized server, they use their server locations for it to hop and hop and hop, right? With a DVPN, it's the different nodes. My laptop to your laptop to somebody else's laptop, or whatever they got, right? And it's encrypted all the way so you can't follow it. Now, if I'm renting out bandwidth and then I end up transmitting material that is illegal or undesirable according to the jurisdiction that I'm in, can that be exposed at the ends? Am I responsible for the material that goes on the bandwidth that I loan out?
Sure. So I think you asked two important and distinct questions, right? You said, can that be exposed? And then you said, am I responsible? So I couldn't make a phone call to you, Rich, right, unless I had your phone number.
Yes.
Otherwise, how would I call you? How would I call you? It's the same concept, right? So in a network, you still need to have the exit node and the IP address. So that metadata that is trafficked through the exit node is able to be tracked. And so if like a government official were to say to someone that's offering their bandwidth, we'd like to see the history of on the node or what's going on. You simply comply, and they were able to get that information. But then the second question you asked is, am I responsible? And the answer is no. There's been legal precedent that's been set that being a part of a distributed network and being a part of a relay network, a node in that network is not responsible for the traffic that is trafficked across that network. And actually, we've started an alliance, the DVPN Alliance. And you can see there's legalese and information around running exit nodes in a distributed network, and kind of what your legal rights are and kind of what the best practices are. But no, all you need to display is that you're a part of a distributed network, and then you're not legally liable for the traffic that's transmitted out of the exit node. And then one other thing I'd like to mention is that as Sentinel builds out a relay network, there are going to be two types of nodes. There are exit nodes, and then there are relay nodes or runner nodes. And one could decide to only be a part of a relay node or a runner node, and so wouldn't be the exit node. And those nodes would not have the metadata of the content because it's hopped from one hop to the other. It's only exposed at the exit node. So you can decide to only be a relay node or a runner node and then not have the same amount of implications, or you can decide to be an exit node and then you still have legal precedent that's been set that you're not liable. But it would be smart to comply with any regulatory body that might try to ask you for more information.
Okay, great. All right. Listen, thank you very much for that. And then I think there's something else which, when you told me about it before we started recording, quite surprised me, pleasantly surprised me.
Yeah. So, a lot of people might know this, but as a part of Sentinel's the Cosmos progression and the Cosmos ecosystem continuing to grow, Cosmos is now bringing decentralized finance to the Cosmos ecosystem. So there are automated market makers, the decentralized exchanges that are all coming to projects that are on the Inter-Blockchain Communications Layer, the IBC, that we're planning to go live on the 29th of this month. And so projects that are on IBC, there's a new DEX coming out to the Cosmos ecosystem called the Gravity DEX. And that's going to be really cool. The screenshots are amazing. And there's an ongoing testnet competition for people to be able to win, I think it's $200,000 worth of Atom tokens, and then another $100,000 worth of tokens in the testnet. And Sentinel, the DVPN token, is one of, I believe, 12 projects that are on the testnet for the Gravity DEX, and that's going very well. And Gravity DEX, I believe, is going to be launching in the coming weeks, hopefully by in a month from now or less. And the Gravity DEX will be the first time that we fully bring decentralized finance to Cosmos. And then there's even more happening. Osmosis is an automated market making protocol, and they'll have vaults where you can lock tokens in and earn APY. And that is another decentralized finance application being built on the Cosmos ecosystem.
Wow, that's incredible. So like Uniswap is for Ethereum, we're going to have Gravity DEX for the Cosmos ecosystem.
That's exactly right.
Ah, very nice. So I'll be
it operates super seamlessly with Kepler Wallet. I don't know if you've used Kepler Wallet.
I do. I use Kepler Wallet. It's really great.
Yeah. And so we got brought on to Kepler Wallet. The Sentinel Network did 3 weeks ago, and we're one of, I think, 12 projects in Cosmos that are fully on Kepler Wallet. So we're pretty honored to do that. Josh Lee is one of the incredible developers there, and he's been amazing. And Josh Lee is also heavily involved in building out the Osmosis automated market making protocol. So there's a ton of activity happening, not only within Sentinel, but there's a ton of activity happening in the Cosmos ecosystem. And the further you go down the rabbit hole, the more incredible you start to realize this is going to be a strong protocol that's going to have, a long future ahead of it.
Yeah. No, that's very, very exciting. I think about what will this look like in 6 months' time, 12 months' time, 2 years' time, from the perspective of the business, from the perspective of the DVPN service, which is going to be liberating people's communications. I don't know if you know this, Dan, but in the UK, the government are proposing this bill, which will essentially, it's almost like I'm going to need to use a VPN in the UK to be able to access information, because the government's going to have the right to remove objectionable material, even if it's lawful, if this goes through.
The freedom of speech is getting stripped from our own hands.
Yeah,
and right, we're supposed to, the way that we do conduct commerce is a part of freedom of speech too. Yeah. And as we see governments taking on, CDBCs, centralized digital currencies, that is also going to be very damaging to our own independence and our own freedom. Absolutely. Because if they're going to be doing surveillance of all financial transactions, they have the ability to decide which transactions they want to authorize and which ones they want to deny. Yep. And they have the ability to freeze your account. So we're seeing our rights kind of starting to slip away. Yep. And every time there's a big significant change in our world, we need to act on that. And oftentimes we do need centralized authorities to help us give leadership and act on it. Like you're dealing with COVID, explaining that people need to wear masks and how to, quarantine in a safe manner. Mm-hmm. But at the same rate, after those activities take place and we are able to get back to normal, we need to fight for our rights again. Yeah, we've seen this cycle happen time and time again.
Yes, absolutely. And the role of government is they work for us. They're our servants.
Exactly.
And what they want to do is be of service to us, right? Not lord it over us. So which is why I think what Sentinel's doing is so useful for people. And also, I just want to bring reference to it's doing it in collaboration with the other projects in the Blockchain Privacy, Security and Adoption Alliance. And I'll link to that as well. And I invite people to go check out the projects there, because they're all in some way working to preserve our privacy and thus our freedom. No privacy, no freedom. So thank you very, very much for that. Anything else you want to say before we finish up?
Well, no, I'm excited. It's great to be back on the channel. Look forward to joining a node, offering bandwidth to the network, seeing how you can start earning passive income. Crypto is an exciting space. And whether you have a huge bag or you are getting in and you're trying to learn and you don't have a lot of disposable income, one of the great ways to kind of bootstrap your bags, get involved, have different cryptocurrencies and explore what is the Web 3.0. One way is to get involved with the Sentinel network, offer your bandwidth to the network, generate passive income, make our network stronger, larger, more robust, and earn crypto that you can now use, especially on the inter-blockchain communications layer, and swap natively with other tokens, and start to learn about how we are providing a more decentralized and secure future for everyone online.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And then just, people, one way, just to make it clearer, is you can earn 50, almost 60% APY with just one DVPN token, right? You keep compounding that, and whether you got 1 or 10 or 1,000 or 100,000, whatever it is, right? You get the same reward, the same percentage reward. Okay. So, and
have more than one though.
Sorry?
Have more than one though.
Have more than one, because have at least 2, I would recommend. All right. So Dan, listen, thank you so much. I'm going to have the links in the description below, and I invite people to go join the Telegram group, go check it out. If you have any questions and whatever you do, make sure you do use a VPN. And I do recommend a DVPN, because it doesn't have a point of failure. And between now and when I see you next, please keep filling your pockets with crypto profits. This is Crypto Rich and Crypto Dan signing out. All the best. Bye-bye.
See you.